throughout the entire season, crushing Barbados in the previous game and then being humiliated by Jamaica. You know, it tells a story. They will have to come back strong against the defending champions here today.
Oh, driven, and that's beautiful from Kamil Puran, not over-hitting it, and placed it well away from the fielder at backward point. Gets 4 runs.
Yes, so that's an awesome.
Bounce maybe because of the hardness of the track, the grass a bit on the track as well. I think that is what really got Puran there. So he has to go, and walking in at number 3 for the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force, Amir Django, and well, a lot lies on Amir Django at this stage for Red Force. The edging, and Django goes. Kimo Paul continues to run riot here at the Queen's Park Oval. Django goes for 5, and the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force have lost their second wicket.
Oh, that's a brilliant delivery once again. The exact delivery that Kimo Paul was looking to bowl. He got it perfect this time. Django, can't blame him. What can he do about this? That's a genius delivery. Look at that one. Moving away as close as possible to the off stump. Good catch by Imlak. And the brilliant Kimo Paul, like you said, continues to bowl well.
Yeah, very well with those 3 centuries and that double century. But this one edging away. Some work here. No one down at third man. So it's going to go for 4. And Silva Scooper. Fortuitous, but much needed.
Yes, and you know, I earlier made the point there in the slip cord, and you have to ensure you have the best attacking fielding position whatsoever, because both these boys, Ali Mohammed, as we have seen with that delivery, the ball going through between the second and the third slipper.
Oh, short leg in place. Here he comes. Cooper tucks it around the corner. That's going to be 4 more runs. So Silva Scooper starting to score a bit freely here. That one, it was badly lined. It was going down leg. There is a fine leg, but Cooper played it late and got it.
Yes, and if you're a youngster wanting to know how to play the leg glance, that's an opportune time to watch at it. It was a brilliant leg glance, moved nicely, got the
agonizingly against each other. And there's one in yellow and one in red, and it's election time here. Edging, and the scored. Mohammed goes. Kimo Paul continues to run through the Red Force batting lineup. That one just rearing off a good length.
And that was a fantastic catch taken by Raymond Perez. He had to go towards his right, leapt into the air a little, and that was almost on the card here. Once Kimo hit those places on the pitch, he's going to get the extra bounce, and with the away movement, just couldn't take the bat outside the line. And another one has bitten the dust here for Trinidad and Tobago Red Force. 31 for 3. Just missed that little trick. You have to be aggressive, and you called it right. Previously, he had the 2 gullies, and that one went where the first gully would have been. So he has dodged a bullet there.
But he's put him in now. So Nando's going to go back into with a winning percentage of 51%, only bettered by Darren Sammy, and this one is beautifully driven from Cooper for 4.
That's a great shot. Just lent a little onto the back foot, and a perfect square drive. Look at this one. Glorious shot for 4 runs. That's how you treat a fast bowler when he pitches outside the line of the off stumper.
Silva Scooper, who once scored a triple century in domestic schools cricket, cuts well. That's into the boundary now for 4. Still, I thought it was a bit too close, but the bat speed is what saved him.
I was just about to bring up that point that a few overs ago he did try to cut one that was close. This time I think he got himself enough inside the line of the ball that he was able to bring the hands through. What he did well is he kept it on the ground as well. There's that man at gully and that man at point. He put it between them.
there's a lot of value in it. Here is Niall Smith again. Cooper drives and beats Ali Mohammed at mid-on. It's going to run very close and now into the boundary for 4. A beautiful shot from Cephas Cooper. They lost against the Jamaica Scorpions in 3 days. Cooper drives and drives well. This one should run into the boundary for 4. Cooper moves on to 44.
That's a great shot and pick the direction.
What else?
Down the leg side, swept away, and this is going to bring up a half century for the right-handed Cephas Cooper. Opened the bat in, 3 wickets tumbled around him, and what a fine half century. 50 runs, 98 balls, 8 fours, a lovely looking innings, and a good strike rate, just above 51. And has to be mindful of the quicker delivery too by Ned.
Across the line of this one, and this time it's going to run very close to the boundary. The chase is on for Kevlon Anderson, and he can't get there in the end, so that's 4 runs. And Joshua De Silva, he moves up now to 22.
Tremendous asset he is for Guyana. What a servant of Guyana's cricket. He's gone! Now, was he given out leg before
I think
or caught? I think leg before.
Yes, that's my force thinking.
Well, have a look here. Oh, that was plumb. Even a plumber couldn't get it plumber than that.
And they say even Perry Mason could not have argued this one in court. That was right on target.
Lovely delivery. What a strike by Paul. I was just saying what a servant he has been for Guyana's cricket. And on the stroke of that dismissal, the players will take a quick refresher and we take a short break. We'll be right back as Cooper trudges off dejectedly. My art has improved.
I've seen that.
Driving and taken on the second attempt. The Silva playing away from his body. What a catch by Kevin Sinclair.
Yes, he first bobbled it here, Kevin Sinclair, and then had the presence of mind to take it off the ricochet from the arm. Good catch at the end. Kevin Sinclair. Look at this one. Drive. Couldn't resist the drive to the right of Sinclair.
Ooh.
And I was making the point, Vinod.
I don't know who did better there. Sinclair or cameraman Gordon Nicholas Pierre. Let's have a look at that again. That deserves another look.
So we're going to judge the cameraman alongside Kevin Sinclair. I was making the point earlier that Anderson should have been the one in that position. That's a specialist position for him, or he's a specialist in that position.
Look at it again. But there was the error. Driving away from his body. And that's the initial effort. And it came back just off the forearm, as you said. And he grabbed it.
Yes, I was looking for the flick from Kevin Sinclair. I didn't see the flick this time, but a good catch taken by him. And now they've lost their skipper, Red Force. They've now sunk to 96 for the loss of 5. Yeah,
Trinidad Tobago in dire straits here now at the moment, having lost yet another wicket. Oh, that's beautifully played. He will love that, Jed Goolie. And that's 4.
Yeah, lovely looking shot. Called it right. True extra cover. Yes, and sometimes you win the toss. You send in the opposition and it backfire against you. This morning, Tevin Imlach won the toss. And he did said there that there's some grass on it. He wants to see what the pitch is going to look like. And it has paid off this time through the brilliance of Kimo Paul.
That was a magnificent... One of the best I've seen in recent times in regional cricket. One of the best. Definitely. Kimo Paul came here, a man on a mission. Didn't let down Guyana at all. Is he from Berbice?
No,
or Essequibo?
Kimo Paul originally from Essequibo.
So, it's a situation here where Trinidad and Tobago needs a partnership. The weather has changed a bit. It has gotten a bit cloudy. Driving.
From Pierre. That's 4 runs from the Frenchman.
Well, the Frenchman pierced the offside field with the precision of a surgeon.
Let's have a look at that again. It was pitch shot from Sinclair on the leg stump line, and Pierre opening up and driving nicely through the covers. picks up another boundary. He moves on to 16. Then they have a bit of a launch pad to try to get the Red Force to 250, 300 in quick succession. That's driven beautifully from Pierre. And he picks up another boundary. He moves on to 28. It was just a poor ball from Purmall. It was full, it was wide. And there's no one out there.
Yes, that's a loose delivery, tossed up generously outside the line of the off stump. The shot was always there to be played, and with those open territories on the offside, he scored easily. Was a fine shot. The execution was brilliant.
Backing away, putting some power into that, and that's 4. Goolie got the room to finally clear the levers, and he was just taking his hands through the shot, through the offside for 4.
Yes, and it's not easy to pierce the offside field with what we have out in the middle, so that will tell you the perfection level of that shot. Onto the back foot, like you said, and open up nicely. Good looking shot.
Again short, and that's 4 more. Bad delivery this time there by Sinclair. Struck with tremendous power.
And you look at Matthew Nandu there, taking evasive action at that silly mid-off area. And Savory fielding down at extra cover had no chance. Had a lot of power. And we did mention the strength of this man. Jed Goolie hits them. They stay connected forever.
Yeah, that one raced into the boundary and struck the bottom of the Caribbean stand, came back quickly onto the field. Such was the power that he imparted on that.
Gentleman's game.
In the spirit of cricket, Goolie drives a loose delivery from Ali Mohammed. Goolie playing loosely at it as well outside the off stump, but 2 slips in play. The third man was very wide and it found that gap. He picks up 4.
Yes, in the end, it looks good because 4 runs have been scored, added to his total and the total of the Red Force team. But for just a moment there, he just went very hard at it. Well, they say when you go at it hard. And he succeeded mid-off.
Gets back and cuts it well. That's going to be 4 runs for Kari Pierre. It's a bit too short from Sinclair on this occasion.
Yes, and Macho Nandu might be thinking, what on earth have I done to Kevin Sinclair? You've just put me in that position and you bowl a short delivery. He had to take evasive action. It was a good looking shot though. Brave one.
Yeah, a lot of players on that offside field as well, so he did well to pick the gap. And he's got a backward point of... Have a look at that. But that's a beauty from Niall Smith. Edges and Pierre has to go. And Niall Smith has come in and done the business for the Guyana Harpy Eagles. He gets Kari Pierre and he breaks the partnership.
Yes, that was beautifully bowled once again by Niall Smith. And Pierre just couldn't get the bat. Look at this one here. Lovely delivery, was defending for all his worth, and the movement of the ball outside the line of the off stump took the edge. Another good catch by Imlach. So the trick has worked here for Tevin Imlach. Just when he needed a wicket, he called on his ace fast bowler and he has delivered the goods.
Yeah, down the ground from Hinds, 4 runs.
Masterful.
And that's it. He's fighting fire with fire. He just got one that hit him on the gloves. And
What about
almost hit Niall Smith?
What about Taylor? Look where Taylor ended up. Look where Taylor ended up 2 pitches away, giving the signal that it was a 4. Look at this. And there goes good old Taylor.
So 4 runs to the total. 4 runs to Terence Hinds. He's on to 10. And Chris Taylor had to take evasive action there. But when the ball got past him, I don't know why he kept running.
I think it was...
wasn't going to come back.
Probably PSD. Good old Taylor. He's not going to be struck. Let's see what's happening across the region.
Hinds uppercut, 4 runs. Terence Hinds is not backing down here. He's got a short ball and played it over where a short fine leg would have been.
Terry Hinds loves that shot. Listen to this. Across at the University of the West Indies in St. Augustine, combined campuses and colleges responding to Jamaica's score of 133, 150 for 2. Johan Jeremiah, 69, not out. He's the captain. Damel Evelyn for once, he failed. 9, Kieran Powell. He didn't get off today. 2, Shakir Paris, 61, not out.
Yeah, you look at Johan Jeremiah, he scored 100 in the last game against the West Indies Academy. He's 60 odd unbeaten now.
Besides, in the United States, has over 50 centuries there. Swept away!
Don't even bother running. That's 4 runs. Jid Goolie hit that one very hard. And he's now moved on to 49. He's 1 away from another first class half century.
Well, the 200 is up. Surprising. After they were struggling early on. Testament to the work of this man, Jid Goolie. And of course, just before Terrell Hinds came in, the work of that man, Carey Pierre.
And there it is. That's first class half century number 3 for Jid Goolie. And let me tell you something. When Jid Goolie gets to 50, and Smith definitely can't stray. And Terrence Hinds is going to be looking at all that real estate on the leg side.
I'll tell you something. If he strays, he slashes this through backward point. And the scorer etches 4 in the scorebook.
Now, it's going to show up as 4 runs in the scorebook, but I think that's risky. And I don't think it's called for.
But that's Terrence Hinds, isn't it?
It is. And it's what you come to expect with Hinds. He's a risk taker. He's a run scorer. He wants to find the boundary more often than not. But you've got a deep point and a third man.
What's the story with this guy and these birds? And you ask him to name anyone, he has no information.
Mohammed has to bowl wide. Hinds drives straight to slip. The plan has worked. Ronaldo Ali Mohammed has worked all day for this. And he sends Terrence Hinds back in.
Yeah, but Hinds just fell into the trap. Showing no patience there. Look at that. Going after it. Look, he was looking to go down the ground. But of course he would have known that, or he should have known that he was flirting with danger, playing so wide away from his body. Excellent captaincy from Tevin Imlach.
Like Smith, I mean, really approached the wicket with so much aggression and bowled to the batsman with that aggression. Smith again, a lovely delivery.
And he's
indeed.
edging and the catch taken there.
Beautiful delivery indeed.
Yes, by Anderson fielding at the second slip position. That was always on the card, with Smith running in and bowling hard. Couldn't get the bat inside the line, and that's a big wicket to get early on the second day. The wicket of Jid Goolie is gone back to the pavilion. Caught Anderson of the bowling of Smith for 58.
Excellent delivery indeed. He pitched it somewhere around middle lead and going further away. Jid Goolie couldn't get the bat away, as you rightfully point out, and the catch was taken. A tremendous wicket indeed, a big wicket indeed, and that is just for the Silva with Naz Smith really bending his back. And this is a good delivery. And then a lot of people for like before, and the umpire's hand goes up, and Brian Charles has to make his way back to the pavilion. That is what I call good fast bowling. This was a well-directed Yorker, and Brian Charles didn't expect it so much pace, so much of that, and he was a judge like before.
And first delivery, Brian Charles would have been in the pavilion, looked at some short deliveries by Niall Smith. The mindset of him, he came out, he might have been looking for a short delivery, and Smith, the wise fast bowler he is, had it right up. Umpire Braffett had no other decision to make than to raise the dreaded finger to send back Ronaldo Ali Mohammed. Big drive, that's gone high, it's gone hard, and that's going to be a maximum over the top of wide long off. That's a great shot. A short, a big swing, the ball is in the air, will the catch be taken? Savory dives and takes the catch. That's a brilliant catch by Kimo Savory to give Ronaldo Ali Mohammed his second wicket of this encounter in the first innings, and the Red Force innings have closed. Short delivery, it worked for Tevin Imlach. He made the change and got his man.
Just as I was saying that I wanted Kimo Paul to bowl one more over, exactly what Imlach was thinking. It paid off, and that's the end of the Red Force innings. You had Shannon Gabriel was the man going for the big shot. He played it high, and the catch was taken. So that's the end of the Red Force innings. They won't be too disappointed. They will be a bit disappointed this morning because they were looking to really extend that. But when you look at the overall pitch here in Darji, when you look at the overall pitch here from 96.46 to 200 and plus, it is a recovery somewhat.
Yes, certainly a recovery from 96 for the loss of 5. We mentioned along those